G'day legends, James here from Gamma Flare. Welcome to Virginia, a circuit where precision beats aggression, and one small mistake can cost a dozen positions. First off, Adam Hughes was turned around in the opening corners. While the field battled each other, Connor Franson stayed composed. Avoiding the mistakes around him, he secured victory ahead of Jensen Bade, with Jordan McDonald completing the podium. The reverse grid feature race delivered exactly what everyone expected. Robert Henry muscles his way into the lead, while Jacob Beale was forced wide during the opening lap. Just as the race began to settle, Sean McNamara became the next casualty, spinning of the track. Connor Franson, starting in P10, wasted no time slicing through traffic. Remaining calm to the end, Connor delivered another faultless drive to complete a stunning weekend sweep. Fraser Clegg secured second place, with Joshua Holmes rounding out the podium. Next up is Adelaide Street Circuit. Fast, no room for error, every braking zone becomes an overtaking opportunity. If Virginia rewarded patience, Adelaide demands commitment. Be sure to catch all the racing action with our team at the Broadcasting Lounge, bringing you every lap of the action. Until next time, see you on the grid, legends.
Welcome everyone to round number 6, I believe it is, of the Supercars NZ MIP GT3 series. My name is Brandon Stark, and joining me alongside me tonight is Shane Wide. Welcome to you, Shane.
Thanks, Brandon. Good to be here. Exciting to be watching some GT3 action at Adelaide. This is going to be so much action. We've seen plenty of action in the first 5 rounds of the season so far, and tonight the walls are right there waiting for you if you make a mistake.
The walls will be calling. Unfortunately, that is the nature of this Adelaide street circuit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we crack on into the qualifying as it's just started, we're going to quickly run through a couple of other events coming up for you, including the Supercars NZ Sim Blacks Triple Crown Series, and also give you a little reminder of the Sim Racing Hub app. We'll be right back.
The Supercars New Zealand Triple Crown V8 Gen 3 Team Series is back. 3 endurance races, 3 iconic circuits, 1 championship. First place team wins $1,000. Second takes $600. Third receives $300. Plus over $1,000 in extra prizes and giveaways. Free entry, live broadcast, live race control, limited grid spots. Powered by Sim Blacks, with support from Gamma Flare Sim Racing, MatchFit Entertainment, and Supercars New Zealand. Choose your teammate, build your strategy, chase the Triple Crown. Sign up now! I'm Jess. Now let's head back to the racing action.
So there you have it. Don't forget to sign up for the Sim Blacks Supercars NZ Triple Crown event. It'll be a big one, that's for sure. Well, back to the qualifying at hand. Alex Sprague currently leads at the moment. And we'll take a quick look at the points table, just to give everyone a little reminder as Connor Franson pulls off to the side there. Give everyone a quick little reminder on the points table and what's been happening. So you can see there, Alex Sprague currently at 995 in the points, almost hitting that magic 1,000 number, yet still to get a race win, but it just shows consistency is key in this one. Adam Hughes in second on 741 with a race win to his name, and Robert Henry still sitting there in third at 725 points. Shane, it's looking like a really, really close championship so far. I mean, we're only halfway through the season.
Yeah, we are. Alex pulling out a bit of a lead at the moment, but then really tight in behind him. Adam and Robert there, super tight in the 700s, and then a good few drivers in behind there in the 600s as well. Blake Greenhill sitting up in 4th, so having a good run through the first half of this season. And while Alex has got a little bit of a lead, there's still plenty of time for that to erode away if he has a couple of less consistent rounds.
Yeah, well, Alex, as we know, can be consistent, especially in that that Lambo of his that he is driving this season. So we'll see how he goes along tonight. Have a quick look at our track map. We can show you the playground the concrete jungle that our drivers are on here tonight. Of course, Adelaide iconic with the World of Supercars. So if you are new, if you're watching this and you think, I recognize that track from somewhere, it is the home of the Adelaide Grand Final for the Real World V8 Supercars Championship. Very iconic little circuit, part parklands, part street circuit, of course. Unfortunately, might see a change next year when MotoGP heads to this venue, which should be an exciting one to see nonetheless. Of course, 2 races tonight. Race 1 is a 20-minute affair with a compulsory pit stop, and then, of course, race 2 is 30 minutes with also a compulsory pit stop and inverted top 10. Looking at our qualifying so far, Alex Sprague is currently sitting in P1. He's done his 2 flying laps. Don't forget, 15 minutes is the duration of this qualifying session. However, you're only allowed 2 laps to set a time as Wouter Botha jumps up to 13th in the McLaren. So good job for him. Steve Vella sitting down in 34. So almost 40 cars tonight, Shane, and I'm really looking forward to this one. So 40 GT3s around the tight streets of Adelaide. This is going to be big.
It is going to be big. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to see them pile in side by side into turn 1 on the first lap because they are going to do a single file start. A little bit disappointed up here in the lounge, but ultimately I think it is the right call from race control there to just make sure the start's a little bit cleaner, not trying to get everybody through that first chicane on the first lap there side by side.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame really, but I think it is, I agree with you there, Shane, it is the right call to make. Also, quick little shout outs to some of our sponsors, of course, that help us with this series. So we've got MRP as well as All Ports Motorsport, and of course Gamma Flare jumping on board, throwing their support behind this, including also Simblacks as well. Don't forget, you want to keep up with all the news and all the action on this, go and check out the Sim Racing Hub app, which we will have a quick little replay for you, a quick little video for you to help you get involved.
Welcome to the Sim Racing Hub app, powered by Gamma Flare, your one-stop home for everything sim racing. This is where you can sign up for upcoming races, follow the latest calendars and events, catch up on sim racing news, and connect with drivers from across the community. So don't sit on the sidelines. Scan the QR code on screen right now, download the app, and jump straight into the action. The Sim Racing Hub app is proudly supported by Gamma Flare Sim Racing, Match Fit Entertainment, Supercars New Zealand, The Broadcasting Lounge, Sim Blacks, and Sky Channel 83. Everything you need. One app, one racing community. So jump in and sign up now for upcoming races, follow the latest calendars and events, catch up on sim racing news, and connect with drivers from across the community. I'm Jess, and now let's head back to the racing action.
All right, so back to the live action we have here from qualifying for round number 6 of the GT3 series. Looking at Jensen Bate at the moment, looks like he's given the tyres a bit of a warm-up at this stage. He currently hasn't set a time, so only the top 18 have set a time so far. We do have some other drivers out there on some laps. Currently, Alex Sprague still leads with Jordan McDonald second, Fraser Clegg, our winner from Bathurst, in third, and Boris Lysen in fourth, new driver to the series, coming to join us as well, which is fantastic. Connor Franson in P5 at the moment, with Joshua Holmes in the BMW in P6. So we'll keep an eye out on Jensen Bate here, who is going to be starting a lap. We'll see what he can do in the Ferrari.
Aggressively slipping the front tyres to get some temperature into them as well. Really winding on the wheel lock and slipping those. Look at how much they're slipping those front tyres there. That's insane.
That is some insane steering lock he's putting on there. So here we go now. He's about to start his lap. So we come around the final corner now. And here we go. We'll go for a quick lap around Adelaide. Show you how bumpy and scary the circuit can be. Through turn 1 and 2. The center is smooth as you like. Of course, in the iRacing world, you've got to watch out for turn 2. Too far over the white line, you get a slowdown. Through turn 4, up this beautiful and iconic staircase section here. Has been known to catch out a few people over the years. Up towards turn number 7, right up against the wall. Over the curb and now down this long back straight to one of the most iconic corners in Australasian motorsport. I do apologise to Conrad Chase at Bathurst, but that turn 8 is aggressive stuff there. Now down to turn 9, all the way down to 60 k's an hour. Turning it in. Down towards the back half of the section now. Watch yourself on the wall on the exit here. Going to come up to the last couple of corners now. Turns 11, 12, 13. Car just up ahead. Won't bother him too much. A little slide on the exit. Jensen Bade will come up to the line. Where does this first time put him? It looks like it jumps him up to 4th place. What a big spin! No!
Trying to go on with it for the second lap, and he's lost it at turn 1 and toes back to the pits. Big impact into the tyres there.
That is a massive impact there. That's not what you want, especially after seeing the time. Looking now, Jaco Venter in the McLaren also going to fly through 1 and 2. Beautiful run through there. Currently sitting P11 as Jaco.
Three minutes remaining in qualifying. Time will cut off as soon as, the session will cut off as soon as that time runs out because it is heat racing tonight. So there's a few guys that haven't left the pits yet. Those guys are not going to be able to get a lap time in, or they may be able to just squeeze 1 in, but they won't be able to get their 2 in, that's for sure. Jaco Venter on his first now.
Just also want to keep an eye out on Adam Hughes. He's got a couple of times there, but I'm not too sure where he currently sits. I don't know if he's going to get a time in, as it looks as though Shane Edgar's just got a time in. He's now 22nd. Adam Hughes now up to 12th. So he's just behind Jaco. So that's his first time lap for Adam Hughes, the OPR Ford Mustang. We'll keep an eye on Jaco here, the Gamma Flare Sim Racing McLaren. Currently sitting in P12. He's just dropped 1. Sebastian Bates jumps up to 8th. Does Jaco improve? He does. He goes up to 4th. What a time for Jaco Venter to jump up into 4th. Sean McNamara, just ahead of him, has gone into P10. So our Supercars NZ admin up into P10. Not a bad position so far for him. Darren Lobb in the Ferrari will come across the line. Does he improve? Does he get a time on the board? That's the main thing. It doesn't look like he does. Unfortunately, might have gotten a slowdown somewhere, or this might be his flying lap. Yeah, this will be a last chance for him.
I don't think he's going to be able to finish it. We've only got a minute left now. It's a one, or he might just be able to get there.
We'll see what he
fair way into the lap now.
Yeah, I'll just see what he can do there. Adam Hughes jumps up to 8th for now. So Darren Lobb now 45 seconds remaining on the timing at the moment. Only the top 27 have set a lap time. Oh, but close to the wall there for Darren. Coming down into turn number 9. Well, he might just make it. He might just get there as the flag drops.
It's certainly going to be tight. He comes through into the parkland section again now. 2 corners to go. Up into 4th gear, on the brakes. Back down to 1st, gets it stopped. What's the time? 5 seconds to get to the line. I think he's going to make it.
2, 1. He just gets him. It doesn't get a time.
No. So he might have picked up an off track there somewhere. He crossed the line, but it has not registered a time for him.
Oh, that's a shame there. For Darren Lobb, was on a bit of a lap there. Hoping to see where he would have ended up. So here we go. Have a quick run through our grid before we get underway. It is a full lap, warm-up lap, which will be nice for us to check out some of the cars that are on this grid. So Alex Sprague, qualified P number 1. Let's see if he can keep them and himself a win on the board through this season. Jordan McDonald in second, so Auto Moves Racing Academy 1 and 2. Fraser Clegg in third, followed by Yoko Fenter in fourth. Jensen Bade in fifth with Boris Lysen, new to the series, in P6. Connor Franson, P7, has certainly showed some pace in that Mustang, followed by another man who has pace in the Mustang. That's Adam Hughes for OPR Gamma Flare. Jed Adams in P9 and Sebastian Bade P10. Take it away, Shane.
Sean McNamara just missing the top 10, slotting in 11th there. Joshua Holmes is going to be alongside him on the 6th row there in P12. Then we've got Jesse Simpson in 13th alongside Walter Botta. Shane Edgar in 15th, Leith Swinney there in 16th. Kristen Jenkins 17th, Chris Zaluski is 18th. We've got Blake Greenhill coming off P19, Sid Benjafar coming off P20.
Matthew Gerard out of P21 with Jacob Beale out of 22nd. Pair of Mercedes-Benz, pair of Mercs and Jonathan Turner and Josh Thompson for Team West Racing with Hugo Allen in 25th. Aaron Timperley out of 26th and Alex Marriage out of 27th. 28th is Philip Antoon in the Gamma Flare Matchfit Entertainment McLaren with Matt Priest alongside him between 9th, and Kyle Bork takes out P30.
P31 is going to be Darren Lobb there. We saw him not getting a time in qualifying. Steve Vella 32nd. Brandon O'Loughlin 33rd. Peter Blackie 34th. Stephen Adams in 35th. I think Steve Darren is going to be coming off the back. Maybe Scott Kinder as well in behind him, and then the rest of those cars are going to be race control.
Yeah, we also have Louis Robertson, who I believe is here as well, and so is Thomas McCall. Unfortunately, they're not on the track, I believe, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. But formation lap is underway. It gives us a chance to check out some of the beautiful GT3 machinery that we have for you tonight on offer. Looking at the back of Alex Sprague's Auto Moves Racing Academy Lamborghini, looking back towards his teammate in the Ferrari. Well, Shane, it's going to be one thing to navigate this track in a GT3 machinery. Now, it's hard on the best of times to navigate around this racetrack in racing trim, but talk us through the start. What is one thing these drivers have to be mindful of, especially on the start of this one?
Well, certainly getting through turns 1, 2 and 3 cleanly. That'll be made easier by the fact that it is a single file start. But obviously piling in the cold tyres and trying to get a good run through, very easy to get it wrong. And then of course turn 8 down the back straight for the first time, very important to get right, and that will be a very very prime opportunity for some incidents on lap 1 as well.
It certainly will be. Turn 8 will be one to watch out for, as well as the drivers come on down towards turn number 8. And noticing a lot of smoke coming off of Jordan McDonald's car coming down the straight towards turn 8, probably locking up the rears, trying to get the rears warmed up a bit easier for him as well. So the iRacing controlled Porsche pace car leads us around turn 9. Just see how much weaving these drivers are doing, get as much heat and temperature into the tires, the brakes. But as you know, at the start of these events, most of it is just the tires are cold, the brakes are cold, the mines are cold. It's all about trying to make sure you can get through as clean as you can. Looking back at Hugo Allen down the very back there in 25th position, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, we've got one parked up on the side there, one of the Ferraris, I believe it is. Who's that?
That's in the rear wing as well. That's VSK Leith Swinney.
All right, so
we are starting the race now, by the way.
All right, so Lee Swinney's parked it up. Race has started. Here we go. Alex Craig leads us through for turn number 1. Watch them all file on through single file. Watch them come with that curve. This is a beautiful shot, this. Up towards turn number 4 now. Alex Sprague still leads 1 second already. He's built a little bit of a gap there to his teammate in Jordan McDonald. Adam Hughes looking on the back of Connor Franson. Going to look for some moves. Yoko Fencer out of 4th. A little touch on the wall there for, I believe that was Boris Lysen. Just ahead of Connor Franson. Looking back at Votabueta coming through turn number 8.
Yeah, good start for Alex Sprague, out to a 1.5 second lead at the moment. Good battles in behind Jaco Venter challenging for P4 as they fly through turn 8.
Absolutely quick stuff here from all our drivers. Look at the lead already, 1.5 seconds is the gap. Oh, big one.
Moment.
Let's vote to Blitz, who's gone around. He's collected another one of the McLarens. I think that might have been Jesse Simpson. He's tumbling down the order. Yes, it is. I think it's Jesse Simpson. Jesse Simpson, unfortunately, involved there. We'll hopefully get a replay of that one a little bit later on.
Potential to see the safety car called into action for that one.
And Yoko Fencer's got a yellow flag next to his name. Has he gone off somewhere maybe? Looking back now at Fraser Clegg in 3rd. Bit of a battle pack performing behind there. Whoa, big off. Who was that? That was Yoko. What has happened there? Replay, I've got him to Yoko Fencer now. Just see, here we go, coming through turn 4 up into 5. A couple of Mustangs behind him. Oh, bit of a lose there. What's, oh. All right.
Looks like a net code on that one.
Yeah, that looks to be that. So, Yoko unfortunately dropping down there. Won't be too happy about that. Back to the front. Alex Sprague, 1.9 seconds is the gap he's pulled. With 2.5 minutes into this one already.
Can confirm that Jesse Simpson and Votabueta both managed to get back to pit lane after their incident, so no need for a safety car on that one.
Oh, absolutely good news. So we can keep the green flag running and keep this race going. Look at this. The top 4 have pulled away from the rest of the field. Oh, triple trifecta of yellow flags showing up on the timing tower for Sebastian Bay, Sean McNamara and Joshua Holmes. Not too sure what's happened to them. Hopefully we'll take a look at a replay a bit later on. But speaking of a trifecta, here's a trifecta of Mustangs. For your viewing pleasure, just make sure not to have the headset on too loud. Big V8s down to turn 8. Look at this view. Bit of a slide on for Adam Hughes. Oh, it looks as though I think that might be Connor Franson. Might be having some internet issues. Oh, a bit of a blinking scenario happening there in front of him. That's going to put him off a little bit.
Yeah, Connor's name was flashing on my timing screen, so he's having some connection issues there. Hopefully that comes right for him.
Yeah, I think Boris as well is having some issues as well. Yep, you can see he's flashing there as well. So Connor racing out of the Netherlands and Boris racing out of Poland. So great to have some international flavour in this GT3 series. But unfortunately, it might not be enough. Whoa.
Tight in behind Boris, just went a little bit wide at turn 1 and struggled to make it over that curb into turn 2. I think he managed to avoid the slowdown, but his momentum was affected there. It gave Connor the chance to have a run, but he just had nowhere to go, and now it's brought Adam onto his rear wing, coming out onto the back straight, heading down towards turn 8 under the Valvoline sign. And does Adam think about a move into turn 8? No, he knows better than that. Does he set up for turn 9? Big defence by Connor. Adam Hughes goes to the outside. Can he look to switch back? That'll put him back on the outside for turns 10 and 11 though. and he just sits in behind for now.
Yeah, sitting behind for now might be the good option for now until that pit window opens at the halfway mark in this one. Looking back at Sean McNamara and P13. Got Blake Greenhall for company. Right on his rear, and behind them is Hugo Allen, who's made a big jump off the start, up 10 positions for Hugo Allen.
I've just heard the unmistakable voice of Sean McNamara over race comms as well, calling in an incident.
So Sean's not happy about something. Might have been the trifecta of the yellow flags that we saw. Here we go. What is Sean calling in? Box in there. I think it's Joshua Holmes behind him. Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right, so that would have been what he would have called about. Getting tangled up with one of the Mustangs there. And that's
Yes,
brought him...
He's thinking he's got down the inside there and hasn't been given racing room. It will be judged at the point of turn-in, so we'll leave that up to race control. Certainly by the point of contact he had plenty of overlap, but it's all about the point of turn-in. That's going to be important here. As big move down the inside from, was that Hugo Allen there by the look of it?
Yeah, it was Hugo Allen. He's now up to 13th place, so he's making the climb up from 25th where he started. Wasn't the qualifying he wanted, but has made his way up the field. Of course, keep in mind a handful of drivers didn't actually qualify where you'd expect them to, and some of them didn't even qualify at all. So it's a big mix-up of grids here. 2.9 seconds, the gap now between first and second. Look at that. There's a good view there of the gap between Alex and Jordan. The gap's just opening up there as Jensen Bate has now gone past Fraser Clegg. So now the battle of the three Mustangs is now turning into the battle of the four Mustangs. So we've got four Mustangs battling now for fourth at this stage. So I think we're going to replay here. Jensen Bate, a little bit of a touch on the wall there for Fraser. So down to turn 7. This is where Sean unfortunately had the unfortunate incident being turned around, but but Jensen's got that one done nice and clean. So well done to Jensen Bate and also for Fraser for keeping an eye out on where Jensen was coming from.
Yeah, Fraser certainly saw that move come in and left the door open. Did a good job. Just heard drive-through penalty for Blake Greenhill for avoidable contact.
Oh, okay, so
Got
Blake
that black flag
Greenhill.
shown next to his name there.
Whoa, wait. Oh, was that Blake there at the at turn 3 there? I just saw a car backwards and a lot of smoke. Not too sure who that was.
I'm seeing data on Darren Lobb having a crash, as well as Jesse Simpson and Sid Benjapar.
Okay, replay coming up now. So Darren Lobb into the pits.
Coming out of the pits by the look of it, so something happened
Alright.
on the merge. Oh, he's...
Okay, so he's waiting for a gap. Smart there. Alright, here we go. Oh, catching Sid out. Oh, hang on. Wait, watch out for... Oh, okay, so nothing major there. I thought Philip might have unfortunately got involved in that one. Oh, hang on. Oh, just cuts the nose off. So Darren Lobb just cuts the nose off of Philip's car. I'm not too sure. Wayne, have you got a replay of what happened at turn 3? I did see a car the other way around and some smoke. Do you have any sort of info on who that might have been? I feel like it was Blake, but I could be wrong.
might be Jesse Simpson by the look of it, actually.
Okay, so Jesse Simpson is it? Here we go. Down into turn 1. Whoa, a little loose. Oh, okay, there we go. So there's the smoke. And around. Oh, just in front of one of the other cars there. So Oh, look at. Oh, this is painful for Jesse. Backing it up into turn 4. By the looks of it, trying to get out the way. Maybe try and find a safe place to rejoin. So apologies to Blake Greenhall for calling that one. I just saw red and I thought it was Blake's car. So back to the live pictures now. Boris, unfortunately, still having those issues. Fraser Clegg is now down to 7, so something's happened there for the Red Bull Mustang.
We've got Adam Hughes in the OPR Mustang here behind a couple of rival team members also in the Mustangs there, in the Auto Moves cars.
Yeah, and Boris unfortunately having those blinking issues, so it's kind of putting Connor off, which at the same time is putting Adam off as well. And that's a bit of a shame there. But it's still good to see him hold on. So now we have some pit stops being made as well. As Shane Edgar now comes out of the lane. Josh Thompson's going to follow as well. There's Christian Jenkins. And then Jonathan Turner, Aaron Timperley. So a handful of cars making their way into the pitch. There's Alex Marriage, and I think that's Wouter Buerta behind him. And a few black flags being shown as well next to the name of Blake Greenhall and Aaron Timperley.
Yes, so Blake's going to have to get in and serve that penalty, I believe, on the next time by the pits. And he does come to pit lane this time around, and he's going to get that one done. And then I believe he still needs to make a compulsory pit stop as well. So going to have to make another trip through the lane at some point to clear that. The pit window has opened, been open for a couple of minutes now.
Yeah, and Alex Sprague just clearing one of the back markers there. That was really, really close. So the lead has come down a little bit between Alex and Jordan. Of course, don't forget, top 10 is inverted. So currently the driver who has the privilege of starting from pole, and the next one is Jaco Fenter, which I think might be a good consolation prize for him, given how his race has gone so far. Looking back at Connor Franson now, who's gone past Boris, and Adam Hughes has made his way into the lane. He's down in 15th at the moment. Back at Fraser Clegg here in 6th place. The Rebel Mustang grab a victory at Bathurst a few rounds ago. Jed Adams and the BMW coming on through, looking back through the field. There's Sebastian Bade, followed by Joshua Holmes in the BMW. Podium last time out for Josh, and then back behind him is Jaco Fenter making his way up through the field. Hugo Allen up to
Story put
9th.
the tyres there.
Oh, that would have been really, really close to see if he managed to do that. That was super, super close. Hugo Allen up to 9th at this stage. So what a drive from him. So up 16 spots. Hugo's climbed. Sean McNamara in P10 at this stage. Jordan McDonald's coming to the pit lane as well, just seen now as well. So Jacob Beale in 11th. In 11th, up 11th positions in the Mustang. So good on Jacob for getting through there. Through turn 8 down into turn number 9.
Bit of damage on the front left corner of that car as well.
Yeah, looks to be pretty hurt there. Might have gone a bit of contact with another car, or potentially just battle scars as you get from battling around a street circuit. Jordan McDonald after making his pit stops in 12th. Philip Antoon in 13th. Just behind them looks like Darren Lobb there. One of the lapped cars, and then there's Adam Hughes, 14th at the moment for OPR Gamma Flare. Behind him is Boris Lysen, so Boris has made a pit stop as well. A few more lapped cars getting out of the way. Oh, that was close for Adam Hughes. That was a close one.
Adam's the second of our cars that has taken a pit stop, so potentially putting himself into a strong position here after qualifying not quite going the way he would have wanted.
No, definitely not. So he's jumped up a little bit, given the pit stop order at the moment. And Alex Sprague's now coming to the lane. So we'll keep an eye on where he pops out.
Just noticed there as we were riding on the booth with Philip Antoon, he had the Sky Channel 83 logo on the roof, and of course, welcome to everybody watching us on Sky Channel 83 on the weekend.
Yeah, big shout out to all those watch on Sky 83, of course, broadcast to them as well. Just want to see, so Sprague now comes out of the pit lane. And it looks as though he's going to beat Jordan McDonald out. So Alex Sprague rejoins the race in 8th position at this stage.
Yeah, should continue to be the leader once everybody cycles through their pit stops, but of course you can't rule out that someone's going to put a impressive stint. Hugo Allen sitting in P7 there.
Talking of impressive stints there, Shane, I mean, Hugo Allen's having a hell of a race in this one. You know, started 25th and worked his way up to P7 at the moment. So we are 3 minutes away, just over 3 minutes away from, sorry, dropping the checkered flag on this one. And so, yeah, and Hugo Allen still has to come in for a pit stop, so Connor Franson's in, Jed Adams is in. So now that just leaves our top 5, Jensen Bate, Sebastian Bate, Joshua Holmes, Jaco Fencer, and Hugo Allen still to make a pit stop. But the battles do continue. There's Sid Benjamin up ahead of them.
Yeah, I reckon Hugo's going to come out about P16 at the moment. Just looking at the gaps behind him and the relative pit stop times that we're seeing so far.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of variation in the pit stops, of course. Look at Hugo Allen now, look how close he is to Jaco. Remember, these two still have to make a pit stop. Look at Hugo, he's going to go for the outside move. Deep under brakes. How deep do you want to go?
On the outside, he'll get the inside into the next corner and he's going to get it done.
He makes it work. Well done, Hugo Allen. What a move around the outside there for Hugo Allen. And here we go now. As he makes that move, they come into the pits. So that'll leave Alex Sprague to get out into P1.
Yeah, that should cleanse the order. I think we're still going to have another couple of laps. We might squeeze 2 in from this point. It's going to be close, but I think we'll get this in one more.
Yeah, potentially one more lap. We'll see what the iRacing counter wants to do. So Alex Sprague, Jordan McDonald, Jensen Bate on the refreshed order. Adam Hughes in 4th, Connor Franson, Boris Lyson, Fraser Clegg, Sebastian Bate, Joshua Holmes, Jed Adams. Now, might I stand corrected, Hugo Allen's just jumped up to 10th. So if it stays in this order, Hugo Allen will start P1 in the next race. So 25th to 10th, consolidates a good result and a good handful of points, and now he will, and if he stays this way, it'll make sure that he leads the field around in race 2. Can't get any better than that, can you?
No, and that'll be a big advantage for Hugo to be starting out front on the reverse top 10 grid, so he will be able to get the hammer down and build a gap while his rivals at the front of the field will still be coming through from the back end of the top 10.
Yeah, what a thought that'll be for him. So 20 minutes have ticked over And this could be the last lap, I believe. So Alex Sprague now will start his last little journey around Adelaide for this first race. As we make our way with the helicopter cam chase and see how he decides to navigate this last little lap.
Tell you
of
what,
the
6.5 second lead, but he's not hanging around. Oh, big crash at turn 1. Big crash at turn 1. Hugo's involved.
Oh no! Oh no, that is gonna hurt for Hugo Allen. What's happened? Oh!
He's trying to limp it around, but I don't think he's going to make it.
Joshua Holmes coming out there. We've got someone else involved as well. We'll hopefully get a replay of that one a little bit later. Here we go. Oh, there it is there. There's the damage for Hugo. Oh, that's gotta hurt for Hugo Allen. Back to our front here. Alex Sprague will come around the final corner. 6.8 second lead. What a way to start the night of racing. Alex Sprague finally gets a win on the board and he takes P1. Congratulations, Jordan McDonald. His teammate at Automoves Racing comes home in second in the Ferrari. Adam Hughes shoots up to third in that one. Connor Franson in P4 and Boris Lyson on debut gets P5. Fraser Clegg P6. So a group of Mustangs there for that one. Jensen Bade P7. Joshua Home in P8. Just trying to see where the rest of this field is. Yoko Fenter, P9 currently at this stage. There he is there, so he's come across the line, P9. Jet Adams in 10th. So he'll start the next race out of pole position. Sebastian Bade, Shane Edgar, Josh Thompson, Philip Antoon, and Christian Jenkins round out your top 15. Matt Priest in 16th. Jonathan Turner in 17th. Where's Hugo Allen? He's 23rd. He's gone way down the order, unfortunately. Jacob Beal crosses the line. Here's Alex Marriage, in 21st. Oh, Steve Vella, I think he's out of gas.
Oh, he's getting the push.
He's getting a push from fellow Porsche driver there, Sid Benjafer. We'll go across the line there and get that one. Well, Shane, whew, what a race to start us off for the night.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Big stuff there. We thought Hugo Allen was on for the reverse grid pole there, and then last lap and big moment, that's all out the window for him, and he's going to have to do all that work all over again.
He's got 30 minutes to get up to the front, potentially maybe get a win if he can. Well, folks, we're going to quickly do a 5-minute warm-up, but while we get into that, we're going to quickly run through a MRP ad and also remind you of our promotion where you can win a sum.
Want to take your sim racing to the next level? Here's your chance to win a racing simulator setup. Scan the QR code on screen right now, enter the competition, and you could be racing from your very own sim rig. Powered by Gamma Flare and brought to you by Supercars New Zealand, Gamma Flare Sim Racing, Match Fit Entertainment, and SimBlacks. You don't want to miss out on the chance to win this setup. Here is the breakdown. Moza R3 bundle, Scarless Bucket Seat Pro, and the Track Racer TRS 40. Scan, enter, and get ready to race. I'm Jess. Now let's head back to the racing action. The Supercars New Zealand Triple Crown V8 Gen 3 Team Series is back. 3 endurance races, 3 iconic circuits, 1 championship. First place team wins $1,000. Second takes $600. Third receives $300. plus over $1,000 in extra prizes and giveaways. Free entry, live broadcast, live race control, limited grid spots. Powered by SimBlacks, with support from Gamma Flare Sim Racing, MatchFit Entertainment, and Supercars New Zealand. Choose your teammate, build your strategy, chase the Triple Crown. Sign up now! I'm Jess. Now let's head back to the racing action.
Well, welcome everyone back to our coverage of the Supercars NZ GT3 Winter Series Round 6 here at Adelaide. Lee Swinny out there trying to get some warm-up practice in, unfortunately, after crashing on the formation lap and losing the wing at the start of the first race. So that's a bit of a shame for Mr. Swinny over there. Scott Kinder, Vodafone sponsored McLaren coming through turn 3 as well. Shane, it was a really exciting race for race 1, but now we've got 30 minutes of it coming up after this warm-up.
Yeah, we do. An extra 10 minutes tacked on to the end of this next one. Reverse top 10 as well. So there's going to be, we saw plenty of excitement in race 1. There's going to be even more excitement to come in race 2.
There certainly will be. We have heaps of it happening at the moment. And Shane, of course, Shane, I think you're, I believe you're looking back through that first race, trying to see what happened to poor Mr. Hugo Allen there.
I have been trying to find it. Haven't been successful so far.
Nope, that's all right. That's all right. Sure someone's got a replay out there that they'll share with us, and hopefully we'll know more about it. Hopefully James will tell us about it next week as we head to our next round, which is the Hockenheim Ring, round number 7. Matthew Gerard, the Frog Leap Juice Racing McLaren out there cutting some laps. We're about 10 seconds away from the end of this warm-up, and we'll crack on into the next one. You can see there on the right-hand side of your screen how hot it is out there, what's the humidity like, what kind of weather are these drivers dealing with. So fairly cool conditions out there at the moment. Nothing too hectic for the drivers to deal with as the warm-up session now comes to a close. And we now look at our grid for race number 2, the feature race. 30 minutes coming your way. So Jed Adams starts off of pole position, having finished in 10th place in the last one. Jaco Fenter out of P2 and Joshua Holmes out of P3. Jensen Bade follows up in P4. Then we have the quadruple of Mustangs: Fraser Clegg, Boris Lyson, Connor Franson, and Adam Hughes, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th for them. Then Jordan McDonald out of P9 with Alex Sprague, our winner of the first race in P10.
Sebastian Bay just missing out on the reverse grid pole position there. He'll start 11th for this one. Shane Edgar alongside him in 12th. Then we're back to Josh Thompson in 13th and Philip Antoon in 14th. Christian Jenkins lines up 15th alongside Matt Priest 16th. Jonathan Turner will start 17th with Kyle Bork there in the Ferrari in 18th. Blake Greenhill in another Ferrari behind him in 19th, and then Jacob Beale in 20th.
21st is Alex Marek, and in 22nd is Hugo Allen. Be interested to see what he can do coming from the back once again. Steve Vella out of P23 with Sean McNamara out of P24. Braden O'Loughlin out of P25 with Thomas McCall out of P26. Vota Blitzer out of P27 with Aaron Timperley out of 28th. Peter Blackie and Chris Saluski, P29 and 30. To round out our field, we got Scott Kinder and Sid Benjafar with Matthew Gerard. Darren Lobb out in P34 with Stefan Adams and Jesse Simpson, 35 and 36. And of course, Lee Swinney out the back as well. Looking at our timing tower, I see Chris Zaluski and Sid Benjafer are not on the grid. Shane, have you got any info on that one for us?
I can confirm they don't appear to have made the grid, but I don't have any info as to why.
All right, so interesting little conundrum for us to try and figure out as the field now come along down the back straightaway towards turn number 8. Jed Adams flashing the headlights, maybe trying to tell the safety car driver to get a move on. He wants to get away from this field. Looking further back, look how spread out some of the drivers are, and look how much they're weaving. You can see there Jordan McDonald now. Look at the smoke coming off the back of the tyres on that car.
Oh,
He's-
yeah,
He must be
really
locking the
smoking,
brakes or
isn't he?
something. He must be locking the brakes or something, trying to get a lot of heat into the rear of that car. Might be a new trick that he's learned.
Yeah, I wonder if he's turned the traction control when he's standing on the brakes and flooring it at the same time and almost just doing a burnout. Got to be careful not to wear too much rubber off the tyres if he's doing that, though.
Yeah, got to be very careful. If he has no tyre, if he has no rubber on those tyres, then I don't think he's going to go anywhere. But looking back at some of our other drivers there, Hugo Allen, got to keep an eye out for him out the back in that Lamborghini of his. Looking back at Jonathan Turner and the Team West Racing Mercedes AMG. Oh, a lot of smoke on the screen there. I think that's Jordan there smoking up the tyres. But here we go. We're about to go racing now for race 2. 30 minutes. About to get underway. Look at this view. You're going to see there's the iRacing safety car pulling off just behind the fence. And Jet Adams will lead this field away. Single file, green flag waves, the lights are out, and we are racing at Adelaide once again. Race 2, here we go. Bit of a slide on there for Jordan McDonald to turn 1. Oh,
I saw some debris flying.
There's already a bumper come off. Who was that? Who lost the bumper? We'll hopefully see soon. Into turn 4 we go. Watch as the cars now try and file on through up the staircase section. Further up ahead around the corner. There we go. Turn 7 is Jaco Fenter down the back straight away. Watch them all fly down into turn number 8.
Yeah, down the back straight. Jed Adams did a good job to hold on to that lead so far. Firing into turn 8. Blake Greenhill warming the tyres there, trying to get some more heat still into the tyres as they fire on through, up close to that wall there.
It's pretty close there. Of course, the iconic
Oh,
wall
we've
of
got a
turn
fair
8.
spin there. I thought I saw someone going around. It might have just been my imagination.
Might have been the excitement of Adelaide getting to you there, Shane. Looking back at Jacob Beale now in P20, and now we shoot up back to the front. Jed Adams leads the field away. Jensen Bate in second. Jaco Fences dropped to third at this stage. So Jensen Bate started 4th. He's now to 2nd in only the 2nd lap of this one. Remember, the pit window opens at 10 minutes. And of course, this is a 30-minute race, so a longer race compared to what we had earlier in the night. Oh, a bit of a touch there for Jaco against the tyre bundle. Oh,
Yeah,
Joshua Holmes, I think he might have a slowdown. He's just pulled it off to the side there. Now he's back up to speed now, so he's allowed the 2 Mustangs through. Sorry, go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, big start from Jensen Bate up those 2 spots to move into P2. Jed Adams had pulled out a little bit of a gap, but Jensen just pulling that back out again now. Jaco Venter lurking around in the background. Little bit of space for him at the moment, but certainly keen to take advantage if anything goes on between Jet and Jensen here.
Yeah, certainly will. Jaco still lurking in the background. As you say, if anything should go wrong, you can take advantage of that one. It's followed by the 2 Mustangs, our 2 international visitors there from Boris and Connor Franson. With Adam Hughes just in behind them. Joshua Holmes dropped to 7th now. Bit of a shame for him. He started quite well. Fraser Clegg following through. Then there's Jordan McDonald and Alex Sprague who haven't moved out of where they started. Jonathan Turner now, bit of a battle on his hands. And Aaron Timperley has got Jesse Simpson and Voter Blatter for company. There's Lee Swinney still out there, still circulating. And look how far back some of these other drivers are in there. Scott Kinder with Sid Benjafa, and there's Chris Lazuski. They've fallen way down the order. Alex Marix, I believe, has a black and orange flag over a pass on. Yeah.
Big move. Oh. All the way down to the inside wall, and that's gonna hold them up on the exit as well.
Boris has just come through, so Boris now is taking advantage of that one. And now Yako's got from one Mustang for company to another one now. Oh, what a dive that was from Connor. I don't know how close you wanted to be to that. Jeez.
He wanted that inside line no matter what, and Yako was like, well, if you're gonna have it, I'm putting you all the way over to the wall, and he put him all the way over to the wall, and Connor did not flinch. And
I don't think Connor planned on going into the wall. Jeez.
Either way, it opened the door for the other Auto Moves Mustang to take advantage and move ahead of Connor there. Boris sits P4 now, and he's going to be the one putting the pressure on Yako as they fly down through turn 8 and into turn 9 this time around.
Oh, and now is Boris going to try maybe a similar move or try something different to try and get past Yako? Here we go. He's also going down the inside. Switchback. Switchback. Doesn't get the crisscross done. Oh, I think Yako's just boxed him in there. So Yako playing defense. Playing defense big time, making that McLaren wider than a Mustang here at Adelaide. But Boris isn't giving up. Look how close he is. Oh, bit of a touch there, maybe. Around the outside. Oh, more touch.
Oh.
Watch for Connor.
Connor comes through. He could get them both here. He's going to be on the wrong side when they get down to turn 1, though.
Adam Hughes got the headlights flashing.
Oh.
Oh. I think playing a bit of Mario Kart music, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe throw some banana peels out there. This is absolutely awesome stuff by Yako Fencer. He's throwing everything he can to keep the Mustangs away, and the Mustangs are doing everything they can to get up ahead of Yako Fencer. This is fantastic stuff here at Adelaide.
I think Yako wants Liam Lawson's ministerial position. He's the new Minister of Defence.
I think Yako does want it. Watch Connor now. He's flashing the headlights, looking for a move, trying to get Yako to make a mistake. Oh, around the outside, not going to work.
And all this is working in the favour of Jet Adams and Jensen Bade. Sorry, I'm so excited I can't even say names right. Those two are just driving off into the distance while these three are fighting amongst each other.
Oh, this is absolutely amazing stuff here. Kind of not giving this one up without a fight. Oh, someone's coming out of the pit lane. That's Blake Greenhall. Oh, this might throw a bit of a spanner in the works. This isn't what Yako wanted.
Oh. Adam Hughes coming. Oh no! Contact! Big contact! Connor goes around. Yako's managed to keep going, but he's going to have damage. He went hard into the wall after that contact.
And that's allowed Boris and Adam through, and Alex is looking for a move as well. How much damage has that done to Yako's car? Man!
Oh, he still seems to be going alright in a straight line, so I think he's got away with one there.
Looks like he seems to be okay for now. The move for the leads are on. Jensen Bade saw the timing tower, was up to first for like a split second. Got given that one back. So Jensen now looking for some moves as well on the BMW, the 031. of Jet Adams. Oh, man. Where has that left? Where has that left Connor Franson? That's...
Well, he was facing the wrong way, so he would have dropped a long way. He's in the pits now in 33rd.
All right, we got a bit of a replay here on what happened. And back at... We see Blake Greenhall up ahead, so watch this now. Around the outside goes Connor. Bit of a touch. Oh, that's not what you wanted. Yeah, sneaking a gap that wasn't there. And, oh, that's painful. Oh,
Well,
Connor's
actually
towed.
towed as well.
I'm not too sure if that's going to be looked favorably upon with race control. Oh, here we go. Look at this onboard view. Oh, let's give it to this view, Wayne. Watch this. You can see there's Yarko there on the right. See the brake disc glowing. Touch. Little touch there. And that's it. That's it. There's no more space to give. Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately,
man.
I think Connor was probably entitled to a little bit more space there. So there could actually be a penalty coming Yarko's way. He called it in, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to. As Yarko's now into the lane. So Yarko's in the lane, and so is Hugo Allen. So something's happened to Hugo as well. But
Jensen
early
has
to
got
make
the spot on Jed Adams. Jensen made P1 there. This looks like the move.
A bit of a slow-mo here into turn 9.
Oh, look at that. Dummy to the outside, dives to the inside.
Was there contact? He's up on the curb. Yeah, he's up on the curb.
Maybe a little bit of hip and shoulder on the exit. Side by side. Into the next set of corners though.
He just gets it done and then looks for the move later on. Now, was Hugo Allen in for repairs or something? Because he pitted well before, or he pitted just before the 10-minute window opened. So I'm not too sure if he's gone for repairs or not. So I'll have to see what that was about. So Jensen Bay now leads, Jed Adams in second, Boris in third, Adam Hughes fourth, Alex Brake fifth. So that's your top 5. Yarko has come into the lane, I believe. He had maybe some repairs to fix.
Yeah, he would have picked up some damage in that incident that we saw. So coming in as soon as the pit window was open to get those repairs done.
Darren Lobb and Jesse Simpson into the lane now, so Steve Vella.
There was some confusion last night with the Porsches as well around the pit window rules and pit window rules, sorry. And a few people had thought you can enter the pit lane before 10 minutes as long as you're taking service after 10 minutes, but that's been clarified that no, you need to be into pit lane before that 10-minute mark.
So we'll see what that hopefully clarifies for us. Jordan McDonald finds himself in a bit of a battle with Sebastian Bate and Joshua Himes right behind him.
Yeah, so these guys fighting over P7 at the moment, and Jordan McDonald is going to come into pit lane, so Sebastian Bade moves up a position as a result. Sorry, Joshua Holmes moves up a position as a result.
Yeah, and that's going to help anyone behind him. So, sorry, so Jordan McDonald going to be looking to obviously make sure that this early pit stop would work in his favour. So, looking up and down the grid at the moment, Aaron Timperley up 14th place, up 14 places. So Sid Benjafer as well. Bit of a battle happening between Sid Benjafer and Matthew Gerard, I believe. But now Matthew Gerard's just coming to the lane for his service. Shane Edgar in P9. And what's happened here? Bit of a move on. Oh. So Aaron Timperley on screen now, up 13 places, just getting passed there by Jacob Beal in the Mustang. Looking further back at a few of our other contenders as well. Here's Thomas McCall. Up 10 places. We also have Darren Lobb up 12 in the Ferrari. There's Sid Benjafar, who's up 15 places in the Porsche. And Hugo Allen, here he is in P19. So we'll see whether that stop he made does count. So we'll see how that turns out for Hugo as he currently chases down Jaco Fenta in front of him. So you can see there lap 7 for Jaco and Hugo Allen. Of course, we know Jaco had a bit of damage to contend with after that contact with Connor Franson. Looking back at Chris Saluski.
Oh, we've got a safety car.
One of the Corvettes and safety car's been called. All right, so safety car is out.
Oh, Jensen Bate has tried to come to pit lane of that call and he's got it wrong and he's missed the pit entry and he's facing the wrong way at the final corner.
Okay, so there's the reason there. Here we go. Replay coming up. Thanks to our producer, of course, shout out to our producer, Wayne, for bringing us these pictures. Let's see what's happened here. Oh, too fast, too fast. Oh, what are you... Oh. Whoa, okay.
So, I'm not sure. I think there was a bit of indecisiveness over whether he comes to pit lane or not. And then tried to come, but realised it was going to be an unsafe entry because he had cut over that curbing and then ended up facing the wrong way. And he's been picked up by the safety car as well. So he's not going to be able to get in until the field bunches up behind him.
Oh.
He's going to pay a massive penalty for that.
That's going to be massive for him. So everyone else is now coming to the lane. There goes Lee Swinney and getting a bit of a wave by getting on through. So Jensen Bade now caught behind the safety car. Dylan Radford, our safety car driver, picks up our race leader. Oh, this is going to hurt Jensen big time.
It really is. So Adam Hughes comes out in P2 and not sure what Jensen's going to do at this point, whether he stays out now and just goes as far as he can before making a green flag pit stop, or does he take the pain now, drop to the back of the field and try and work his way through. But either way, Adam Hughes is in prime position to inherit the race lead once Jensen does pit.
Yeah, certainly does. Boris Lyson in second on debut, so good job for Boris there. Jed Adams in fourth. We'll shoot him up to third once the stop is made. So let's keep an eye out on Jensen. See what he decides to do. He's sticking... There he goes. Okay, so he's taken the pain. He's gone for it. So now it looks like the safety car now has to work double time, and race controls work double time to pick up on Adam Hughes, who I think is just behind Blake Greenhall here.
Yeah, they'll do wave buys before they go green anyway, so that should take care of all that and get Adam Hughes in behind the safety car.
Yeah, wave buys generally happen on the straight down towards turn 8, so unfortunately you have to wait a little while. Sebastian Bade in 6th place there. Where does Jensen come out? Jensen would have come out right near the back. So so our Supercars NZ safety car, Dylan Radford, here we go. Wave buys should be happening soon. There's Adam Hughes. So he's effectively our race leader.
You haven't heard race control call anything about wave rounds yet, but they should be doing it before we go green anyway.
Might get another lap under safety car if this continues on. Joshua Holmes in P8 at the moment. Hugo Allen P9, so Hugo Allen's jumped up. He's done well. Coming out of P22. Jordan McDonald up into P10 with Shane Edgar in P11. In that Mustang, we've got Matt Priest and another Mustang in P12. Philip Antoon. Sorry, Josh Thompson there in 13th. So I think Philip might be a lap down. So Josh Thompson in behind. Then the Team West Racing Mercedes. We've got Kyle Bork in behind Josh there. So another left car up in the middle there somewhere. I think it might be Aaron Timperley. Darren Lobb down in P15 in the Ferrari. So well done to him. Oh, we got
The Team West car parked up there.
Okay, not too sure what's on with that one. Jonathan Turner, speaking of Team West Racing, Jonathan Turner going in there behind Darren Lobb. Team West Racing, of course, big supporters of Supercars NZ. Great to have them on board and be a part of this series. More wave rounds happening. Jacob Beale down there in 17th in the Mustang. A little bit of room through. Aaron Timperley there in 18th in the Porsche. With Wouter Buerta in behind him, but Wouter Buerta's lap down trying to get through. There's Jensen Bade there. So Jensen Bade takes the punishment and comes out in P19 after taking that pit stop after the safety car was called, which is a bit of a shame for him. Sid Benjafar in P20 with Matthew Gerard following him behind in P21. More wave rounds being done. Got to make sure you can let them through safely. There's Chris Lazuski in the Corvette. One of only two Corvettes in this field. Looking in there P22. And of course we have Stephen Adams in P23 there in the Ferrari, followed by Lee Swinney, who's back out there. Probably happy to be cutting some laps after what happened to him in the first race. And then of course we have a handful of our lapped cars. There you go, there's one of them. Philip Antoon got a wave around. So he'll be racing his way back through the field up to the front with Christian Jenkins making his way up in P25, and then Scott Kinder in P26, followed by Wouter Buerta. There he is there in the McLaren in P27, Thomas McCall P28. Another Team West car looking pretty shiny in the purple there. And then, of course, we have Peter Blackie in the Porsche. In the back there in P29, Jesse Simpson in 30th. And Blake Greenhall in 31st position. Hugo Allen's just dropped to P32. Not too sure what's happened there. I think Hugo might have decided to call it a day on that one, unfortunately. Braden O'Loughlin in P33 with Steve Valla in 34 and Alex Marriott in P35. Connor Franson 6 laps down in P36. I don't think Connor's taking part in this one, unfortunately. And Sean McNamara in the pits as well. Shane, you've just come back. What have you found out for us?
Well, I just noticed that we had Blake Greenhall and Jesse Simpson still stuck behind the safety car while other cars were getting waved by. I was just making sure race control were aware of that, and they have got that sorted now.
Oh, okay, awesome stuff then. think too much was happening for Racing Control to obviously catch up on everything. So just to let you know while you were away there, Shane. Oh, what's happened there?
Boris has gone into the wall. Oh, and he's trying to turn it around in front of the pack now.
Oh, wait, whoa. What's okay. Not too sure if Race Control are aware of that. I think we're going to go restart now. Dylan Radford's pulling away. So Adam Hughes will lead. This leaves Jed Adams in second with Fraser Clegg third. There's Alex Sprague in fourth. Yeah, restart about to come away now. Boris down to 11th. Not sure what's happened there. I was going to say, I think Hugo Allen may no longer be a part of this one. But we go on a restart now. Adam Hughes leads us away for the restart now. We have 6 minutes left in this one. Watch the ball fly through over turns 1 and 2. Beautiful shot there. You just see them all coming over. The variation in GT3 machinery. Jaco Fenter playing defensive there against Joshua Holmes. Adam Hughes, oh, a bit of a slide on out of 7. Oh, Shane Edgar now. Oh, he's hit the wall. He's had a tangle up somewhere. Chris Lazowski in P18 down the bottom there. Oh, look at the damage on Shane Edgar's car. Look at some of the cars now coming down this hill. Down towards turn 8. Oh, Shane.
I was sure he was going on the wall again there.
Oh, Shane, that would have been very, very close there for him. Adam Hughes pulls away now. Fraser Clegg in second. It's dropped Jet to third. Boris Lyson down to 9th. After that spin, not too sure what happened to him. Having a bit of a fight there with Jordan McDonnell. Here we go. Adam Hughes still leads.
Adam opened up a bit of a gap on that first lap after the restart there. He's got 1.5 seconds back to Fraser Clegg at the moment. Alex Sprague all over the back of Jed Adams right now for P3, final spot on the podium.
Yeah, this is all to play
Oh, sends
for. Beautiful send down the inside of 7. Watch the exit. Oh, here we go. Got a bit of a drag race on our hands now. Lamborghini versus BMW.
Jet just decided he didn't quite fancy being on the outside into turn 8 and just breathed the throttle there, I think.
I don't think anyone would fancy being on the outside of turn 8, Shane, let me tell you that.
Yeah, no, Alex, I certainly don't blame him for that one.
No, not really. Alex now plays defensive, keeps his position, so he's up into P3. Good job by Alex Sprague there for a second. Oh, Fraser Clegg. Bit of a connection issue there. Just jumped off our timing screens for a little bit. He's back on it now. Watch out for Sebastian Bay. He's going to try and look for a move as well on Jed Adams. So we have 3.5 minutes left in this one. Not too long to go. This is absolutely insane stuff. I think let's just extend the time from 30 minutes to at least 50. Maybe let's do a 50-minute race. Come on. Why not?
Let's keep going. This has been so good, and little safety car in the middle there, and I feel like we're not really quite left with enough time left in this one.
Unfortunately not. So which means the drivers will see the timers as well, and they'll be thinking, need to make moves now. Need to make moves while we have the chance.
Jaco Fenter has Joshua Holmes in the draft through turn 8. Shows the nose. Oh, big send.
Oh, big send. Big send by the BMW. Oh, bit of a touch there.
Run too.
Jaco got a bit of a slide on. Watch for Boris now. Boris going to be looking for some moves. Oh, crisscross maneuver coming.
Oh, bumper's gone off Jaco's car.
Okay, so Jaco's lost the bumper. I don't think he's going to worry about that right too much. Oh, touch again.
Oh, was that a bit of a jink under brakes by Boris? Oh, could be.
Could be, but I think Yoko is now sick of seeing a blue Mustang behind him. Remember the battles he had with Connor earlier? And even Boris as well. Oh, Boris flying through the center chicane. Oh, just gets off the wall. Woohoo! Oh, Boris is throwing this Mustang around, trying to get up to 7th. I think he might be a bit hot behind the sim after what happened on the safety car. So he'll be looking for some moves now. Back to the front. Alex Sprague now looking for some moves on Fraser Clegg. Wants the 2nd place. He wants to give more points to the championship table.
Seen a few meatballs on my timing, so there's been a few incidents out there.
So everyone pushing for that last little bit to try and get through. It's not long to go now before we see the checkered flag. Oh, dance around for Alex. Coming up onto the back of Fraser. Down to the last corner now, so about a minute to go before we see the flag on this one.
This will be the final lap now.
So Adam Hughes flying up through.
In control on this one now. 1.8 seconds out front, riding on board through turn 4. Up into the staircase section, and he'll just be absolutely cruising through here. Bit of lap traffic just up ahead of him to be wary of. I think that's Peter Blackie.
Yeah, got to watch yourself with tight street circuit like this, or any circuit, for example, with lap traffic, especially one that's as tight as Adelaide. Down to turn 8. Comes Adam Hughes. Bit of a slide on there. Down to turn 9. So what could be, watch for the Porsche up ahead. There you go, Peter Blackie. Puts the brakes on, realizes here comes our leader.
You did a real good job. He stayed well out of the way.
Yeah, fantastic job there for Peter to do that. So 2 seconds now is the gap between Adam Hughes and Fraser Clegg, but it's not going to mean much. Adam Hughes will come across the line, will win race number 2 here at Adelaide, the 30-minute feature race. Well done. Fraser Clegg just holds on to 2nd with Alex Sprague in 3rd. Jed Adams comes home in 4th with Sebastian Bade in P5. Boris Lyson in P6. What a debut for him. Joshua Holm comes home in P7 with Matt Priest in P8. Yako Fenter P9 and Josh Thompson in P10. Jensen Bade pitting from the lead. Oh, we've got a big off for turn 1. But Jensen Bade pitting from the lead comes home in P11. Darren Lobb 12th, Kyle Bork in 13th, Jonathan Turner in 14th, and Matthew Gerard in 15th. What a race that was, Shane.
That was insanely good. Adam Hughes doing the job off the back of the safety car restart there and holding on and actually pulling out that 2-second lead to win the race. But so much action, so much drama. That late safety car really made for a hot and heavy finish there.
That late race safety car, or that mid race safety car, I should say, spiced everything up. So what a run. Chet Adams doing some celebratory burnouts at the end of the circuit there. Great job, good job for him to come home in P4. So Adam Hughes doing a little cruise lap around this Adelaide street circuit now. Just having a bit of fun next to Yoko Fenter there. Flashing up the headlights. And watch this. There you go.
Lights it up, celebrates in style. I'll tell you what, Adam, if you go and collect the trophy while the car's doing a burnout against the wall up the road, then I'll be really impressed.
That'll be something to see, especially in sim world. That's awesome stuff. So Adam Hughes lighting up the rears. I think we might have some slightly used rear tires from iRacing for sale. What a run.
I'm not going to need those again.
Yeah, I don't think he will. So we'll wait and see if any of our top 3 decide to jump into the waiting room. We can pull them in. And we have one already, so we're going to grab a hold of Alex Sprague. Sprague, third place, mate. Not a bad run. Good result for you.
Yeah, not too bad. Happy to get a win in the first race and back it up with a P3 in the second race, which is good championship points for the night.
It is good. I was mentioning the points at the start of the show. You were leading the championship points, but you didn't have a race win to your name, which shows consistency is key. But now you can safely say, hey, I got a race win to my name. And, you can say that you've now got you've now got a good race win to your name, and obviously hoping for some more later down the line.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's just trying to be consistent and try to finish up the front as much as you can and not have any DNF. So, yeah, just pretty happy to come away with 2 podiums for the night and, yeah, keep ticking away at those points.
It's absolutely awesome stuff. But, I mean, look, talk us through the race quickly there, Alex. I mean, it was up and down. You had the safety car in the second one, but it was all over the place. But how was that for you?
Yeah, got off to a bit of a slow start. Just got caught up in the pack and it was pretty hard to pass. And then throughout in the middle of the race, I managed to get a few passes. And then that safety car didn't really help towards the end because there wasn't many laps left to pass, and I got caught out behind with about 5 laps to go and just couldn't get my way past into second. But yeah, good fun race. Really cool track.
Yeah, absolutely awesome stuff. You seem to have this Lambo set up quite well, Alex. I mean, you've got this Lambo driving like it's on rails, and I mean, we say the same thing to Adam when he's got that Mustang because you obviously gel well with the car. So I mean, that's really good stuff. Is there anyone you want to thank before we let you go home for the night, mate?
I'll just give it a shout out to Auto Moves, Apex Labs, Simblax, Edge Overlays, Simrat Market, Sim Magic, and all the other boys in there tonight. And Auto Moves for the good racing.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much, Alex. We'll see you for the next one, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so that was our third place finish. We'll grab our second place man, Fraser Clegan here. Shane, you've got him.
Fraser, P2, congratulations, mate.
Thank you. I don't know how I'm here, but I'll take it.
Well, you found yourself P3 at the safety car restart there and managed to dispatch of Jed Adams there. Good fake move to the outside and then back to the inside. Talk us through that one.
Yeah. Well, I had an all right quali and it sort of gave me hope, but looking back at it, it's because most of the fast guys didn't get a clean run in. And yeah, in race one, I sort of got a bit bundled around by a couple people, and I mean, sixth place, it's not the worst, but I just wasn't that fast. And it showed. And then, yeah, race two, I knew it would be challenging, especially with the pit stop and how that was going to work out. Once again, a bit slow, sort of, again, got bumped, and then 3 cars go past when you make one little slide after contact. And yeah, that was a bit annoying, but I think it was racing. So safety car, I didn't think it would help me as much as it did, but then I rolled around to 4th, and then Boris spun into the wall on the restart lap, which put me to 3rd, and suddenly I'm on the podium, and I knew I had the pace on Jet in front of me. I didn't have the pace on Alex behind me. He's way quicker than me. But yeah, I got past Jet. I knew I'd been too scared on the brakes into that corner all day, so I sent it once, actually made the apex, and it worked. And then, yeah, the last couple laps was about making sure there was 0 chance that Alex could get up my inside, because I made that mistake in race one of half defending and got pit maneuvered. So yeah, didn't want to do that again, and yeah, came away with P2. So yeah, I'm very happy considering how slow I was.
It was certainly a good move on Jet and a good job to hold Alex off there for a second. Any sponsors you want to shout out before we let you go?
Same as last week. Cheers to my mates at FCR. I mean, they told me to go for that move. I was thinking about it, and yeah, I sent it, and it worked. So can't complain. So thank you very much, guys.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations again on P2 tonight.
Thank you.
All right, and we're gonna grab our first place man. Haven't got much time left, but we'll see what we can squeeze in. Adam Hughes, congratulations on the win, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Thanks for that.
Now, just quickly, do you want to get your thoughts on that battle between yourself, Connor Franson? you had Boris Lyson, who's new to the series, and the three of you were battling away with Yarko. It must have been scary for you to watch from the back.
Yeah, look, I was happy for them to do their fight/battle, but I didn't expect them to both sort of make themselves perpendicular to the wall. I was actually expecting them to do that, then sort of spit out and kill myself. And I believe it was it Connor or was it who was the other fellow that was in front of me? I can't remember who it was at the time.
It would have been Boris.
Boris, okay, sorry, it's Boris. Apologies. So yeah, I was actually half expecting us to get killed and our race was over, but that wasn't meant to be, which was nice.
You know, unfortunately, it is what it is. It's motorsport, and unfortunately, we have to take away we can. But I mean, look, you came away with the race win, and you managed to make that Mustang work. So good job, mate. Anyone you want to thank before we let you go for the night?
Obviously, you gents for doing this again tonight. Obviously, the boys from One Performance Racing for the help. Massive shout out to Aaron and James for their spotting and help for the both races. And just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors being Motec for the partnership we have with them. Massive shout out to Jarko and Gamma Flare Sim Racing for coming on board and being on board this whole time. Simrigs.com, Melbourne Performance Centre, and obviously to the better other half for watching during the race as well.
Absolutely awesome stuff. I think you and Yarko might have to talk about teaming up eventually because, I mean, it looks like it's Gamma Flare 1 versus 2 Auto Moves cars. I think you might have to get up there and help him a bit more.
Yeah, he's definitely come a long way since last season. He's picked up a lot of pace, old Yarko. So, yeah, he's got some speed under his hands, that's for sure.
Awesome stuff. Well, no worries, mate. We'll see you for the next one, hopefully.
Yeah, cheers, fellas. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Cheers, mate. Well, that is it from us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. My name has been Brandon Stark. Unfortunately, I haven't got much time left to yop on, but we appreciate you all joining us. So from myself, Brandon Stark, next to me is Shane White. Our producer's Wayne Blaw. We'll see you next time.